Hi, I'm Dr Sandi Mann. I'm a psychologist from the University of Central Lancaster. What I'm going to be doing today is go out and about in my neighbourhood to give you some tips on how to look on and check on elderly or vulnerable neighbours. Knocking on the doors of people that you might want to check up on can seem like a nice idea, but can be a little bit daunting, especially in today's climate of stranger danger. So I'm going to give you some top tips and strategies that will help make that first contact that little bit easier. So one thing that you can do is go and borrow something from a neighbour, perhaps some sugar. Doesn't matter if you've got a house full of sugar. The idea of knocking onto somebody's door and asking to borrow something, it means that they're helping you, so they feel useful and valued. Instead of you being the one that's checking on them, they're feeling useful instead. Catch them leaving the house and then leap out for a casual, over-the-fence chat. Of course, this is how neighbours used to connect in the old days, but with today's hectic society, we may have to work a little bit at reinstating that. A really nice way to meet your neighbours is to take someone small, cute and cuddly with you. Perhaps your child or a small pet. It's a really good way to establish a rapport and break the ice with your neighbour. Do something nice for your neighbour. Sweep the leaves, clear the snow, or take their bins out. You could tell them that you were doing your own and you thought you'd give them a hand. Nice thing to do. You could ask your neighbour to do a small favour for you, perhaps to take a parcel in for you, push your post in while you're away, or perhaps to look after your spare keys. This way, a relationship based on mutual trust can be developed. A really nice way to get to know your neighbours is to start a pay it forward initiative in your whole neighbourhood. Pay it forward is where you do something nice for somebody, and instead of them paying you back, you ask them to pay it forward by doing something nice for somebody else. So this is a really nice way to get the whole neighbourhood looking out for each other and doing nice things. It could be doing errands, mowing the lawn, or perhaps baking some nice cakes or cookies for somebody. And this way you spread the kindness and niceness across the whole neighbourhood. One really good idea is to set up a neighbourhood watch scheme in your neighbourhood. And this way you can keep an eye on each other and everyone can make sure everyone's safe and happy. A really good way to get to know your neighbours is to go for a walk. A lot of the time we're so busy rushing from house to car that we don't get a chance to meet people like in the old days. In the old days, we'd meet in corner shops and places like that. Of course, we don't have such a reliance on that anymore. Dog walkers know this. They go for walks all the time and they tend to know a lot of people. So we should take a leaf out of their book, go for a walk and get to know the local neighbourhood people.
Hi, Sandy.
How are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Nice to see you. And finally, try the smile method. Most of the time, we're so busy running around, busy on our phone, running from car to house, that we forget to actually stop and smile and greet our neighbours. So just take a moment, find your neighbour, turn to them, give them a nice beaming smile. The smile is the start of an interaction, which is the start of an acquaintanceship, which is the start of a friendship.